Black Death has returned to plague our lands. We are prepared and in the best situation to survive.
We are far from prepared. How could we be?
Bash, we will survive this.
The portcullis will not be raised without my permission. Secure the other gates as well.
It's begun.
I tried to stop him from going to her.
You're alive.
You have a son. Did you love her?
Yes, but it's over.
But I'm happy to let it rest. I think that the love triangle thing is sort of a little played out. I'd like them to just be happy. I'm not saying I wouldn't mind another love triangle with some other handsome man, but...
She's over me.
But Bash and Ken are like my favorite couple now.
But
personally, they're my OTP.
But see, here's the fun thing. So that she speaks somewhat from the perspective of her character, whereas I think that... I mean, for Bash, the most important relationship is with his brother Francis. I don't think he's going to test those waters with any great purpose.
He's already lost Francis once. I don't think he wants to lose him
and
again.
really now, because the king is gone, the only person that will allow him to stay at court is Francis. So really pissing him off is not a good idea.
I feel like now he's realized he can find happiness with somebody else.
True, but
with Kenna,
just
the sass master.
There are those people in your life that never really go away, and the flame never fully extinguishes. And I think, regardless of what's going on for Mary, for Bash, I don't think those feelings are ever going to go away completely. So whether that...
Who's going to hold a candle?
Yeah, whether that bubbles to the surface or not, we'll have to see.
Gotta step up to the plate, yeah. I think she's absolutely capable of filling that role. I think the question is whether or not Catherine de' Medici lets her. I think that the power struggle between her and Catherine, now that she and Francis are to be crowned king and queen, and like Francis and Mary trying to wrest power away from Catherine, is going to be very, very interesting in the upcoming season. I think that Francis has underestimated her a little with him taking off into the sunset. I don't know if she's going to let him back in the castle. I mean, she's demonstrated, even more so than he has, that her country is the most important thing to her. She plotted to kill his father, and he's gone to some lengths, but ultimately I think she might be stronger than he is.
Well,
I think she might be willing...
He's got me, like, whispering in his ear. Just say that, you know, there aren't vampires in real life that we know of either, so that's not strictly accurate to our period. I understand that people have an emotional attachment to historical figures and times, but if you let it go, our show is just a wonderfully crazy, fantastical world that's fun to get wrapped up in.
I understand that people can get sensitive about our lack of historical accuracy, but we've never claimed to be anything other than what we are, which is a vaguely soapy Gossip Girl meets Tudors, extremely fun, fast-paced show, and that's what we are. We're historical fantasy, and we're a bit of a hodgepodge of different things, but it works. And as much as I'm sure some people would like us to be off the air, I really like being employed. And I love our show. And I would maybe say to the people who don't like it that much, we have an incredible crew. We have an amazing cast. Everyone's lovely. And it's worth watching just because everybody who's involved is awesome and deserves to be supported. Absolutely, yes. It's always difficult playing a woman on TV when so many female characters on TV are girlfriends or best friends or stereotypical bad guys or are like the token girl because you can't have 8 dudes as the main cast. It's really wonderful to be playing a character that I not only like but also respect, who's valued not only for being beautiful and for, you know, marrying the prince, but who's also valued for her intelligence and for the position she holds as being a queen in her own right. That makes her incredibly valuable, in much the same way that being a king or a prince for a man would also be incredibly valuable. But her position is incredibly unique, and she has a lot of power, and she tries to make the best decisions she can. And she's not impulsive. She doesn't make a lot of decisions based solely on her emotions. She really thinks about things, which I think is a good example for young people, because I made some stupid decisions when I was younger. Just like, well, no, I feel this way and I want to do this. It's not the way to go about making important life decisions. It's not.